Hey guys, Majeffries here, and welcome to episode 99 of You Don't Win Anything with Kids. In the last episode, we played Coventry in the league, and we won. No, sorry, in the JPT, and we won 1-0. Since then, I'll just show you what I've been up to. Where did I get 1-0 from? We won 4-1. I don't know. Since then, I've played Northampton. This might be where I got confused. I played Northampton away in League 2, obviously, Football League. 1-1-0 with a goal from Villa. And it was a penalty. It wasn't a very exciting match. I think the reason I got confused is because Coventry play at Sixfields at the moment as well as Northampton, so I just remembered the stadium. However, after then, we went a little bit trigger-happy with the goals. Scored 5 against Scunthorpe, 2 from Beckhold, 1 from Morrison, 1 from Johnston, and another one from Manton. Remember, I was talking about him in the last episode. Johnston's goal was probably the pick of the bunch, actually. He scored a nice long-range effort. Beckhold had a really good game, as you can see. Johnston also set up someone else's goal. I can't remember whose. I think it was Manton's goal. But yeah, we played really well. We then followed that up with an away match at Torquay, and apart from their goal, we just played sensationally well. We were 5-0 up inside half an hour. It was a fantastic match. As you can see here, a goal from Forster Kasky, which was a nice long ranger. Got him a nice match rating for it as well. Sort of a tap-in goal for Beckhold, another penalty for Villa, 2 for Wilson, and an own goal from Manton was the reason why we conceded. The 6th goal, in case you're wondering, because that only adds up to 5, was an own goal from their centre-back. Right, now we have an FA Cup match against Doncaster. It's an away match. Followed that up with a home match against Gillingham for the Johnston's Paint Trophy semi-final. And then it's 3 home league matches in a row after that. So we're doing okay for matches at the moment. At this point, before we get into the Doncaster match, I'd like to say, as I said at the start of this episode, this is episode number 99, which means the next episode is the Big Ton, the Century, the Cent, as the French would call it, the 100th episode. This is a landmark episode for me. I mean, I've been doing this video making and uploading now full time. Well, I say full time, more seriously than before. For about 8 months now, I think it's been. I'll have to check that, but I think it's been about 8 months. Since then, I've uploaded over 200 videos, and about half of them have been this. This is my main series. This is my flagship series. I'm pleased that so many of you are starting to enjoy it. I'm getting more and more subscribers each and every day now. And yeah, this is what I want to do for my channel, really. I mean, my other series I enjoy playing as well. Don't get me wrong, and I hope you guys enjoy watching them as much as I enjoy making them. But this is always going to be my flagship series. This is the idea I had about 4 years ago. And I was just waiting to get all the equipment together that I needed in order to make it a reality. Finally, last August, I managed to do that, so here's the result. And I'm really pleased that you guys are enjoying it. And I'm trying to plan something special for the 100th episode. So there might be a bit of a break between 99 and 100, just while I finish my ideas, of course make the ideas, and then edit it, get it all ready, and then eventually upload it. So if there is a break, I apologise. I'll try and do it as quick as possible. I've got a couple of ideas swimming around in my head that I'd like to test out on you guys. And yeah, that'll be the 100th episode. But this is not the 100th episode. This is the 99th episode. So we have a match against Doncaster, like I said. Let me go back again. And here it is. On its way. We just got to wait for the early kickoff to start and finish, and then we'll... there you go. Chesterfield beat Carshalton. That wasn't really a surprise. We now have to beat Doncaster, and we've got a lot of our players ineligible, so we're already on the back foot. I'm surprised we're not allowed to postpone this match, actually. Let's see what my assistant suggests, first of all, before I choose my lineup. Well, they've gone for King in goal. He's our only decent keeper that's available for choice, so far so good. Villa's unavailable, so we've got Hutchinson. I'm guessing Jones is unavailable. Yep, so we've got Warnock. And we've got Partridge and Stevens at centre-back because Cartwright and... Oh no, it's just Cartwright, isn't it? It's missing. But actually, Partridge is a very, very good substitute defender, so there's no problems there. Midfield, we've got Mantum and Forster-Caskey. And then the attacking midfield, we've got Beckhold, Tomlin and Johnston, and then up front we've got Morrison. So actually we're not at that much of an inconvenience. It's only really the goalkeeper where we're struggling. We've got Alex Ben on the bench, but you might have remembered from the pre-season friendlies, he's not necessarily the best first choice we've got. Or second choice, or even third choice. No disrespect to him, but he did make a couple of clangers. But I think we'll cope. We'll manage to get past this. So apart from Ben, on the bench we've got George Saville, Tom Lawrence, Luke Rooney, Niall Robinson, Bobo and Peter Wilson. Couple of changes that I would make. I would like to put Yanaris on the bench, but I haven't really got anyone to replace him with unless I bring Saville off. But in fairness to Saville, he's not done anything wrong, so he doesn't deserve to be dropped. The one change I will make though is I will put Marshall at right midfield instead of Johnston. Carino is just about getting back to full fitness, so he will be up for consideration soon. If I just get rid of that. What's he on? 91%. Yeah, and Johnston's on 87%, which is why he's not in the starting lineup, I'm guessing. Actually, I'm kind of happy with this team that my assistant's chosen. Good old what's his name? Hutchinson. I've forgotten his name. That's not good. Huntington, sorry everybody. Gerard Huntington has chosen this lineup. So apart from that one change, bringing Marshall in, I think I'm actually going to stick with this. So eventually, I mean what, we're coming up to 7 minutes into this video, we're finally going to get to kick-off. So, it's just a case of pressing the right buttons and off we go. So we're looking for a good result here. I'll take a draw, take them back to the bridge. I still despise the fact that we play at Stamford Bridge, but I really can't do anything about it now. So I'll just have to say that. Take them back to the bridge, get a draw here, take them back to our place, which isn't our place, and beat them there. I'd like to go for that, but snatch and grab here wouldn't be a bad thing either. It's an opportunity I'll take anyway. I mean, you're not going to pass up beating a championship team, are you? Oh look, there's Greg Tansey. I think they're championship still. They might be League One. I don't know. I probably should have checked that before kick-off. We'll see at full time anyway what league they're in. But Beckhold gets the ball here on the left-hand side. Dinks it towards the front post. Mistake between the keeper and the defender there. Morrison hacks it back out to Beckhold, who knocks it to Forster-Caskey to Warnock. Front post cross, headed behind for a corner. Who's taking the corner? Marshall with the corner towards the front post again. And again, Morrison loses out in the air. But it's another corner. I can see this sort of being the battle of set pieces as well. Doncaster, from my experience, I've been there this season. I've seen them play. They're not necessarily a physical team, but they've got quite tall players. So I imagine in the air, they're quite dangerous. So we've got to defend corners and free kicks well, but we've also got to attack them well, because we're up against players who know how to defend a goal. So we need to be on top form here. We also need to be good on the ground, of course, because if they are a higher experienced team than us, which I've no doubt that they are, we need to catch them unawares and spring a few surprises on them. That was a good ball there from Tomlin to Morrison. Need a good ball from Morrison. See, you went to Hutchinson, when I think Marshall was the better pass. But as comes Tomlin, and he scored. Lee Tomlin, Mr. Reliable for us this season, has actually put it in the back of the net for us. And that was a good finish. A bit like Eto's versus Chelsea. What am I saying? A bit like Eto's for Chelsea versus Tottenham. If anyone's seen that goal, you'll know exactly what I'm talking about. Poor defensive error there from Eckersley. And yeah, Tomlin pounced on it and scored. So now, well, basically we're 1-0 up. So, do I sit deep? Do I defend the lead? To be honest, a smart manager would probably do that. But I like goals. So you can see there, Julio Sergio there having to get in front of Morrison to stop that pass from Beckhold. Good pass from Beckhold, by the way. Very good pass. And Warnock as well. Good link up between those two to make that attack. And we seem to be opening a lot of spaces in their midfield. There's another one there between their midfield and their back line. let in Morrison, and Marshall runs into the box. He's brought down, and it's a penalty. And it's Eckersley again. He's not having a good time out there today. Interesting to see who will take this penalty with the absence of Franco Villa. That looks to me like Beckhold, and it is Beckhold. And he slammed it into the back of the net. So there was me saying about a snatch and grab, a smash and grab, or even just take a draw and take them back to our place. And we're actually 2-0 up inside 10 minutes. So what do I know about football? I don't seem to know anything. We're 2-0 up, guys. Very, very, very well played from us. 2 shots, 2 on target. 54% possession. 2 corners, 1 free kick. 1 offside, which is unfortunate. Tackles 1, 100%. Headers 1, only 50%. And that's not brilliant. Crosses completed 0%. The fact that they haven't got a stat means they haven't attempted a cross yet. The fact that we have got a stat means we've attempted it and failed it. Even if it's only 1, that's still 0%. Passes completed, though, it's a different story. They're only on 68% and we're on 83%. So, swings and roundabouts, I suppose. And we're dominating in the stat that matters, which, of course, is the scoreline. We are 2-0 up. It must annoy you guys when I'm moaning all the time, even though we're winning. Even when we're winning against the odds. But I've seen matches turn so quickly because the teams become complacent, and that's what I want to avoid here. So you see, Forster-Kasky, he's winning the ball, and then he loses it, and they nearly get through on a break. It's only because Stevens was in the right place at the right time it actually stopped the counter-attack, or the resummation of the original attack, or however you want to see it. Warnock there getting into a bit of a tangle, and look, he's giving the ball away. Now Doncaster can go on their own attack. That's Powell on the ball, across goal, good save by King. But that's what I mean, how simple it is to give the ball away and end up having a goal scored. I don't like seeing that. I'm sure you guys don't like seeing that. Brown there nearly heading it in with a glancing header. Good cross from Tansy, it must be said. Very good corner from Tansy. He was a pretty good set piece taker in real life for Stevenage, so I imagine that has been replicated on this game. He's good at free kicks especially, so be interesting to see if he gets any more set pieces. Ideally, I'd like to not give away free kicks close to our box. I'm not too fussed if they're like 30 yards out, but in and around the D sort of area, I don't really want anything given away there. The ball, the free kick, anything. Tips on the next horse race, nothing. Right, Stevens with the interception. Out to Warnock. Down the line to Marshall, who seems to have swapped wings with Beckhold. Forster-Kasky into the path of Warnock. Good cross here. Nope, to Marshall instead. Punts it to the near post. That's a very good effort from Tomlin, and actually a very, very good save from their goalkeeper. And it comes to Tomlin again at the near post, and it's deflected behind for a corner. So we are still all over them. Marshall with the chance to deliver from this corner. Tomlin, I was about to say nobody on the back post, but then Tomlin came in out of nowhere and actually forced another corner, which is on Marshall's in-swinger. So this could be better? No. That's a good ball in, actually. Morrison went for goal. He possibly should have flicked it on instead. I think he should have flicked that on. Disappointing. Another good chance there to go 3 up, and I feel a lot more relaxed at 3 up than I do at 2 up, because you might be aware of this phrase, guys. When you're 2 goals up, the next goal changes the game, and you might think, well, that's not right, because Jesus, that nearly summed up what I was about to say. That's not right, because surely if you're 1-0 up, the next goal changes the game, because you either go 2 in front or you equalise. But actually, 2-1 is the swinger, because if you're 2-0 up and you concede, the momentum is then with the other team. So if they score to make it 2-2, they're more likely to score to make it 3-2 than you are. Whereas if you score, you're then 3-0 up and the game is pretty much killed off. So actually it's the third goal in the match that makes all the difference. And if you don't believe me, just watch professional football matches and you'll see how when the third goal goes in, what it does to the game. If the third goal goes in. If it's only 1-0 or even 2-0, it gets very, very edgy towards the end of the match. And now I've said that, if you guys watch matches, you'll start to see it a lot more. I've had many moments in my time where I've been chewing my fingernails. We are at half time, guys. We made it. And as you can see, we are 2-0 up. We have a knock on, funny enough, Warnock. We got to sub him off. I think Saville is our... So yeah, he's our centre-back who can also play a left-back. So I'm going to bring him on. Apart from that, I'm going to leave everything as it was, because that is a pretty good lineup and a pretty good scoreline to go with it. So why change it? If it's not broken, don't fix it. He says, although he makes more substitutions than most people probably do, in fairness. Right, Marshall to Tomlin. Nearly gave it away. Marshall needs to be careful, and he was. Forced to Kasky. Partridge down the line to Saville. He needs to be careful as well, because if he gets closed down, he's outnumbered. That's a poor ball from Saville. Stevens will make the interception, but he's headed it straight to Scapuzzi, who is actually a very good player, Luca Scapuzzi. He was on my Portsmouth Test career. He scored many, many goals for me. He does peak at championship level, however, so if you do sign him, you're going to have to get his replacement ready before you get promoted to the Premier League. Because he goes down to about 2.5 star, 2 star in the Premiership. So some consumer advice there for you guys. Take it on board. Right, Tomlin again. He's all over the place. What's his match rating? 7.2. I think that's a bit harsh, actually. He's been wherever I need him to be at exactly when I need him to be there, and that to me is the mark of a very good player. Higher than a 7.2 rating, that's for sure. And I like these little bits here, like that layoff from Marshall to Saville, and then that pass back from Saville to Marshall. I love the way my players manage to link up that well. It's a real skill. I can't really think of any real life examples where the mutual understanding is there so often. Because when you think about it, Saville and Marshall are very, very, very seldomly going to play together down that left-hand side. Yet, I think this is the first time ever that they've done that. And yet, as soon as one gets the ball, the other one knows where he is and can pass to him or receive the pass and knows where the run is and where the ball's going to go. And, you know, you can't ask for more than that. Our whole build-up and our whole team dynamic is based around that principle. So, it should then be a case of whoever you bring into the team, they understand what the other player is doing, even if they've never played with them before. Obviously these players train with each other, so they do know how each other operate, but the fact that it then gets brought into a match and doesn't get left behind on the training pitch, that separates good teams from great teams, in my opinion. And just seeing the way they link up, and you actually see the way they're defending as well. One goes in tight and the other one comes off a little bit. And it's only lapses like that. Well done, Scapuzzi, managing to prove me wrong as I was about to say something nice about my defence. I was going to say, one goes tight, the other goes loose, and that means that you lull them into a false sense of security. So one player on the opposition team does a skill or a pass or whatever to get past the guy who's gone in tight, and then the guy who's gone in loose suddenly becomes active. He himself goes in tight and ends up winning the ball. You know, the ones where they do a skill and it's a bit of a heavy touch and the ball gets away from them. They're the incidents I'm talking about, where you can just run in and snatch the ball without really having to challenge anybody. Marshall needs to come off. That doesn't look good. Where was he playing? Left midfield. No, he wasn't. He was playing right midfield. Beckhold, get back on your wing. I'm going to bring on Luke Rooney, actually. I'm going to bring on Luke Rooney, because he doesn't get played that often. So, you know, the world stage here, FA Cup is the biggest domestic cup in the world. It's the oldest domestic cup in the world, I believe. I'm going on very limited knowledge here, so if anyone in any country where there's an older domestic cup wants to correct me on that one, feel free. It's a big stage anyway, is what I'm saying. Oh, Scapuzzi. There you go, guys. Sign Scapuzzi. He's the world's best player. 2 goals in, 11 minutes? And he's rained all over my parade. Choosing my words very carefully. Yeah, he's not done me a favour here, to be honest. I used to like Scapuzzi. Don't like him anymore. Why has he done that? Why could he have not missed? What an arse. Right, start again. I regret bringing Rooney on now because we need a player who can change the game in our favour. I'm going to make one more sub because we're in the 84th minute, just as Forster-Caskey stops Scapuzzi getting on the ball for a third time. I'm bringing on Bobo. Hopefully his pace or his power or his ability to pick out a cross or a shot. Morrison, there we go, 3-2. 3-2. Much better. Much, much better. Snatch and grab. This is literally, we've just put a hole through a glass case to take this goal out. Look at that. Great ball from Rooney. Defender should have got onto it. Good control from Morrison. Nobody in a Doncaster shirt around him. Two other Jeffreys United players around him. He had acres of space to finish that one off. And he stuck it right in the corner where the keeper couldn't reach. Fantastic finish. We just got to stop that crafty Italian getting onto the ball now. Good challenge from Partridge there. And Rooney with the ball through. Morrison's onside. Bobo's waiting in the middle if he can get the cross in. He's pulled it back to Rooney. Across the box to Hutchinson. And it's a good save from Sergio. Okay, we seem to be in the driving seat again now. I'm looking at the stats actually. 15 shots, 8 on target. That's over 50%. Possession-wise, we're still in control. Cross-wise, we're ahead of them. Passes completed, we're ahead of them. Tackles won, we're ahead of them. And even headers won, we've now won 50% of our headers. So we're improving. I know we're in the 92nd minute, going on for 93rd. The match is pretty much over. But it's just things like that. The way the teams sort of pick up another gear when they need to. Again, that separates good teams from great teams. We just need to hold out for a little bit longer. So we need to get the ball off Forrester, which we haven't done. But it's fine because the referee's blown his whistle. We have won this match, guys. We were 2-0 up. Scapuzzi brought them back to 2-2. But we have now scored the winner. That'll do me. That will do me. That will do me. I'm very pleased with that. That is a scalp to say the least, guys. I'm really, really pleased with that. So you can see the next match coming up is Gillingham. I'm not sure when that one will be shown, to be honest, because like I said, the next episode is the 100th episode. So it's just a question now of seeing what ideas I have for the 100th episode. I'm not sure if I should run these ideas past you or whether I should leave them to be a nice surprise. I should probably leave them to be a nice surprise, thinking about it. So yeah, that'll be coming up next, guys. So before I end this episode, I just want to say thank you again for your continued support. It means a lot to me. When I started this channel, I obviously wanted it to be a success, but I heard lots of other YouTubers say how difficult it can be, especially the first 12 months, to get the channel off the ground and get people aware of it and subscribing to it. And yeah, it really is hard. Like, you can talk to your friends about it and you can say, oh, I've got a channel, you should check me out sometime. It doesn't necessarily mean they'll do it, and I've got nothing against anybody who doesn't want to do it, because at the end of the day it's up to them. I'm not exactly interested in the same things as many of my friends, so I suggest it to them. It's up to them if they watch it or not. So, you know, I've had friends and family who have helped me out and get off the ground, and they've helped me with the equipment and getting the first couple of views in and things like that. But apart from that, it's pretty much been me and myself and I working hard to try and get this this channel off the ground. So anyone who has subscribed to my channel already, I really do thank you. And if you want to pass on this channel to your friends or your family, by all means do. I make videos for everybody, so I'm sure somewhere out there is someone else that you know who wants to watch these videos. So by all means, send them my link, or just suggest it on the playground, or you know, in the canteen, or in the uni dorms, however old you are and whatever it is you might do. But yeah, I am going to end this episode here, guys, because we're nearly 25 minutes in. So I am going to end this episode. Thank you very much for watching. If you haven't subscribed to my channel, be sure to click the subscribe button. If you have subscribed to my channel, thank you once again for your continued support. And for the 100th episode, guys, until next time, I will see you soon.